We are now in week 8, which is the final week of this course. And the reading assignment for week 8 is chapters 13 and 14. Chapter 13 entitled Ethics of Probation and Parole. In this chapter, you will learn about the professional orientation of probation and parole, the dilemma of the borderless community, and the ethics of community-based corrections. You will also learn of the work strategies of probation parole practitioners, the common unethical practices of probation parole officers, and the 4 typologies of probation parole officers. And finally, you will learn about the historical background of community-based corrections, the arguments for and against these programs, the views of Morris and Tonry, who think that community-based corrections are too lenient, and those of von Hirsch, who think that they are too severe. And in chapter 14, entitled The Truth Revealed, it will discuss the 2 pillars of criminal justice, which are enlightenment and maximizing civility, and how to develop an enlightened mind. And also you will learn about the concept of practical civility. So be sure to review the incremental learning outcomes for this week. Review the PowerPoint presentation. You should do that and before reading the 2 chapters, so that you've got a good foundation for reading the chapter or the chapters. The assignments this week. In chapter 13, you've got review questions 2, 5, 6, and 10. Which you'll find on page 491, and you'll have question 10 for chapter 14, which you'll find on page 491. And also you have the 4th discussion board entitled The Stanford Prison Experiment. Excuse me. And I want to remind you, you need to try to make your initial post by answering the discussion questions by Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, the beginning of the week, in order for you to get a good grade or a good score on the critical element timely participation. And you will also want to visit the discussion board at least 2 or 3 times during the week in order to read what your classmates have posted, and to be able to respond to some of their answers and their opinions. And if I haven't mentioned it, timely participation is half the grade on discussion boards. So very important for you if you want a good score, especially going on into this last and final week. You need to do that early in the week. And then we've got the final exam, which is open. It opens at 12 a.m. on Sunday, and will close at the end of this week. And the test covers chapters 9 through 14 in the Searle text, and chapters 2, 3, and 4 in the Jetmore text. And like the midterm, it's 40 questions. The questions include short answers, multiple choice, multiple answer, matching questions, true-false questions, and fill in the blank and fill in the blanks questions. And like last time, each question is worth 5 points, and for a total score or total maximum score of 200 points on the midterm. And be prepared, because it is only open for 2 hours, so you will want to already completed, have reading those chapters and have a good understanding where you can find information in the book, since it's open book, and it must be completed in one setting. And remember that the assignments, all the assignments close at the end of this week at 11:59 p.m. That's the end of the course, and which means I've got to do final grades and post them so that the university can do whatever it needs to do with them, especially for seniors who might be graduating. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed the course. I hope you've got something out of it. and good luck in your future.